Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, in between this episode and the last one, I did come in here and make a few changes. As you guys can see, I do have a lot more battery packs on the back of this thing. We have a Geocore making batteries for us over here off of our base. I think it finally finished making all the pieces that it's able to make. We also did make a lot of tractor parts, or conveyor parts I should say, and we're going to be doing some stuff with that as well. We also added a whole bunch of Geocore repair bubbles on there, and they're very, very big. You can see one right here in the very back. It is quite large. The repair bubble radius is, I would say, about twice to 3 times as big as a normal GSO one. However, it is kind of a big however, because it carries or covers so much radius, it doesn't repair as quickly. So think of those smaller ones as a more kind of utilitarian one, where it would repair your bot in the heat of battle a lot quicker, and that's what you kind of need when you're going to get some of these bigger bots. However, the bigger ones, the Geocore ones, will cover more of your bot for the smaller amount of damage you might take. So if you think of there we go, we're gonna kill this guy. It wasn't firing there for a second. Yeah, if you think of like the inside of your bot, the part that's covered the most actually doesn't get damaged all that much, that would be really useful to use on that area, and the smaller ones on the outside, the outskirts of your bot. However, I'm just doing dual layers since we have so many battery packs on here. Actually, we went way above and beyond with the battery packs, and I do apologize for the amount of lag that we're getting here right now, guys. We are close to my base, we're recording, and you know, just kind of eats through that RAM that's available. And I did get rid of as many of the resources that I could possibly get rid of, getting items that we actually want. I wasn't just going to waste them on stuff that we didn't really need. And the quest that we have available for us, guys, is pretty limited. If you actually look at it, we'll come in here and take a look real quick. We have defeat enemy ambushers. So these are just kind of your default scenario ones that you'll go out and see a lot of, and you just kind of kill the guys and get the crate, just like we just did right here, but actually for a quest. And then they'll give you another one and another one and another one, mainly just to level you up in your specific corporation, whichever corporation it happens to give it to you for. They can be for any of the 4 different corporations, including Hawkeye, but you don't get that until later on in the game. And then we have the other ones, the ones for Geocore. It's kind of weird that they're for Geocore because they really don't have anything to do with Geocore. This is for harvesting the titanium ore. This one's for the Celeste shards, and then this one is for just outright rocks. So I guess it's kind of lucky. We weren't really getting too many of the Geocore missions, and we do want to level that up. So hopefully that will work out for us in the end. I also went ahead and gave us a whole bunch more boosters, and you can kind of see some of them going off here in the back. Those are the ones that will cling on, kind of like the stud lasers will. However, I did add a number of these over here on the side. I actually had to kind of move my weapons around just slightly, so we added some of these side thrusters right here, and it's making a pretty big difference. As you can see from a dead start, it takes a little while to get going, and you can see the lag is kind of clearing up the further and further we get away. We do have, oh, an invader. Well, you know what? We got the resources to do it. We're gonna take this invader on. The downside, I believe I forgot to bring an SCU. So let me see. Do I have an SCU stuck in storage somewhere? I'm hoping I do. I don't think I do, though. They're fairly expensive. However, I can buy another one because we do not have any cash. So no, that's not going to work. I can't believe I forgot the SCU, being in a rush like that. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait for this guy to come in, and then we'll blast them into little pieces, which will create more lag for us. I was trying to get away from that. And then we'll go back and grab the SU, because we just got to have that there with us. I can't believe I forgot that. Unbelievable. You know, I took it off so I can put more batteries on it. Ooh, what is this dude? Holy crap, he's an airplane. Frenzy, huh? All he has is repair bubbles on him. Oh, there goes everything. Oh my god, this is payday. Oh, nice. Hawkeye license upgrade, grade 2. I didn't even have grade 1 yet. To invade other people, yeah, we already know that. Congratulations, Hawkeye has upgraded your license to grade 2. The following blocks can now be purchased at the trading station or crafted with the Hawkeye Fabricator. There are other new blocks to discover out there, too. So we got the 2 block, we got the wheels, and then we got some weapons, and that is it on that one. Huh. I wonder why it doesn't show up over here on the left if we supposedly have a grade 2. Well, I am going to have to come back for all this. We are definitely going to take it with us, but not for now. So let's, well, some of it's going to get clung on. There's nothing we can do about that. And to be honest, I'm not too upset with that. So there's a shadow, I believe, of the moon right there. Yeah. Holy crap, guys. So much lag. And it's only going to get worse as I get closer. Jeez. Okay, well, nothing we could do. We got to pick those things up. Got to. And it was my little bad on that one that I forgot. Bring the SCU everywhere you go. Oh, check out those missiles. Oh my god, I love the way those missiles look when they fly through the air. Explosions everywhere. He's still not dead. That dude is clinging on, man. He is just... Yeah, he didn't want to give up. He had a decent little bot there, man. Took some damage. His little cab wasn't the main thing to take all the damage, so that's good. And there's a little question mark out here, so if we kill these guys, we will get a little bit of experience out of this one. Oh, a little helper, huh? Maybe Santa's a little helper? I'm just gonna run that guy over. I'm not even, like, phasing to stop for a second. And his little friend over there in the background is now taking the full brunt of these attacks. Oh, wow. Look how far we hit that guy. Into the air. Nothing left of your bot, and we're still blasting you into little pieces. Well, we'll come back for that little thing, because I got to get this. I got to get this SCU. Get rid of some of this lag, guys. Oh, come on. Booster it. Booster, get a little closer. Wonder if I can pick this thing up yet. No, not quite. Got to get a little bit. Well, at the very least, we'll get a little bit of energy. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to put that on my bot. And we could go ahead and just knock all this stuff off, but like I said before, I want to get as far away from this base as soon as possible, so these frame rates doesn't keep staying where it is. Game is so much nicer when it's nice and smooth. We might actually be starting a new Let's Play of this one, a new, not a new season, but just another run-through of it, because they have added a ton of great stuff to the game that might not be in this one. Now, I am playing the TT Unstable version. I believe it's integrated into it as soon as possible in this version. Unlike some of the other ones out there, if you're playing on those, it does take a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and put this down. Got to get this lag out of there. But yeah, sometimes you have to actually start the game over before the new effects go into, or the new changes go into effect, I should say. So I want to get it kind of close to me, and then we're going to back up into it, so that it can pull these things off. Now, you don't have to actually remove the magnets for this to remove the items. Remember, guys, the SCU is the end-all, be-all when it comes to sucking things up. And so if you're competing with a magnet or a receiver or things of that sort, a lot of the time they just lose those oh man, I can't even say it. Yeah, it's one of those words, guys. It starts with a C. You guys know what I'm talking about. And as soon as my mouth and brain start working, we'll be able to do it just right. But yeah, it loses that, and you're able to just kind of pick it up right nice and neat like we did, and it's beautiful. So if you have a bot, especially like an AI bot that kind of follows you around behind you, and that's going to work out really well for you, because you can use it as a bot that just picks stuff up as you destroy it. It doesn't really bog your bot down. Now, you'll look in the back of this one. Mainly, I think when we finally get this thing to just be combat, we'll remove these tractor pads, because they do get stuck on a rare occasion when you go over a big mountain or something along those lines. They do kind of snag on those hills, because it's, you know, rather long. It's not the longest bot I've ever created, and it's definitely not the widest bot I've ever created, but it is kind of nice. It does slide down hills on occasion. Not much you can do about that, considering how heavy this thing truly is. And here we are back over at our Venture bot, not Venture bot, with our Hawkeye bot, and it looks like there's a lot less here than there was a minute ago. Why would there be less here? Did it get destroyed maybe, sitting here damaged? Maybe some of it exploded, although if it didn't explode while I was here, it shouldn't have exploded while I was gone. But sometimes these things do crazy stuff, so I guess that could have been... I don't know. I really don't know. We would have to have sat here and watched, and we were in too big of a rush to go back and get our SCU, which we completely forgot. So yeah, we might have gotten more out of that had we not forgotten that. We would have been able to pick those things up a little faster. So we've got a Venture repair bubble here. I think that's the first one we've ever gotten on this playthrough. If you put it down, you'll see it's actually smaller than the other one. I'm guessing maybe it's more powerful as well. So that's something we can play around with as time goes on. So I'm trying to turn it a little bit so we're closer to it. Ooh, what is this over here? Oh, I thought that was going to be a missile. No, so there's a couple missiles on there. A couple sidewinders. Another one over there a little further away. So we'll definitely snag that one. Although I think that one is going to be going on our bot, to be honest. I just kind of want one here and there just to kind of play around with it. Remember, they are super OP, guys. So if you're trying to get a challenge out of the game in the sense that you like the battles to go on longer than like half a second, then maybe not putting too many of these things on there will be the ideal solution, because they are so strong. If you put maybe... You don't even have to do too many. I was going to say like 10 or 15, but that would be way, way, way too much. But if you did like 6 of those on there, you will start to see that the enemies that you're going against just die. Just fall down dead every single time you go against them. So I think I'm going to put it right over here on the side. Now, they don't fire too well when you do it that way. They really want to be set flat so that the missile goes up and then forward, because it does take a couple of seconds for it to activate its booster. So we'll have to check that one out there on the side. I do know if you're firing really high up in the air, it gives it more time to fall before it kicks in, and then you're okay. And there's like 6 guys over here. Wow. Yeah, let's kill these dudes off. And we're gonna get a base out of it too, and that will... Oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't think it's doing it right there on the side. We'll take another look at it in a second. As it reloads, you got to actually give it a couple seconds for it to do that. I think it's about 30 seconds before it reloads. Here we go. Yeah, it's just falling down on the side and exploding. So let's change that real quick. And there it goes. There clears up some of the lag right there. Where would we put these? That would be okay. Almost want to put it like right here. But is that going to get hit? No, I think it might actually go off like that. So let's give it a shot. Computer. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay, so that's gonna be beautiful. Now I'm trying not to hit the base. I actually want that. I want those batteries. I want the little items off of them. Yeah, emulator. Yeah, that thing is not gonna last. Come on, get in there, big guns, big guns. Oh wow, my guns on the side are taking these guys out. So we lost the base. Couldn't quite help that. We were attacking the guys in the front and the sides and the back all at the same time because we have so many weapons on here. The only place we're not hitting them right now is the back, but that is changing right now. Little dude does not stand a chance. He is absolutely dead right there. Let's go ahead and put this down. In fact, I think I'm going to put it up here because there's so many items, and we'll drive by that and drop the other items off. Come on, get up there, get up there. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Almost. Actually, we're picking up most of the items for them, but they're just be pulled right off. Let's grab this battery over here. We're going to throw that down for now. I do kind of want to use that battery, but, you know, it's going to take a little bit of a redesign. I'm going to take the flooring off of my bot and exchange that for the battery so that, you know, really all the squares that are holding my bot together are doing something. They're not just there to add weight. And they, you know, the battery, or not the batteries, but the squares, they do add strength, but only in places where strength is needed. And so if you're on the floor where, you know, you're just not really taking any damage ever, there's no reason whatsoever to keep using, you know, your normal blocks down there if you don't absolutely have to. And so that's usually where I decide to kind of change things up and replace those with batteries or even shield or generators of different sorts, because down there, you don't really take damage. I mean, only when you get across a small little dude. And these guys are huge over here. I had no idea this was going to be a big battle like this. I'm glad I came out here with so many batteries. We already took on an invader. We took on like 14 little dudes already. And now we're just decimating these giant invaders. You can see those missiles shooting off. We have the 2 smaller ones and then the one big one. And, you know, they're hitting different targets right now. The one on the right is going after the guy on the right, and the ones on my left are all going after the guy in the center. Although it looks like they're having to dig through the back of that bot to get to the cab, and most of it's being destroyed right there. So let's get a little closer. Let's get way closer. You guys can see just how much damage these shotguns will do when you're in close quarter combat. If you're gonna go with melee weapons, my suggestion would be go with shotguns. They're not really a melee type weapon in essence, but they do so much damage so close up that having that to augment your drills or anything else like that, you're gonna notice a difference, and you're gonna be happy about that difference. Let's see if we can kill this guy off. I don't want to destroy everything, so I'm being very, very cautious. It's about to pick everything up too. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's get a little closer so we can drop this off and pick up the new box, the little crate that we have there. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't really want to work with the backside of our bot. It definitely likes certain pieces. We want these mortars over here. I don't use them, but they give me good resources when I recycle them. So that's why I take those with me. Okay, so you're going to be able to pick all that up. Yes, you are. Let's give it a second. So many more items, guys. So many more. That means we're going to be able to throw so much in that recycler and maybe make another base out of it. So now we need to go approach the crate. We still have plenty of power. And the lag is completely gone, guys. Like I said, you don't have to get too far away. I would say in the old days, you had to get a good 3 or 4 distances. Like if you look out there on the horizon, get to that point, that would be 1, and then do that again and again and again, do that 4 times, and eventually you wouldn't have any lag. Now I would say it's probably about 1.5 distances before you would, or 1.5 horizons, I guess would be a better way of phrasing that. But yeah, after that you don't really get too much lag anymore, and that's beautiful that they've optimized it so much for those of us who are using, you know, lesser computers, or maybe they're doing a lot more with it because you have so many items. I've seen one guy, he created a Let's Play, and I was watching it for a little bit. His base was so big that he actually just extended it, kept going and going and going with the base in a straight line, and he went for like 30 minutes one time driving down the length of his base, and it never stopped, and his lag was immense because of it. And you can see like the stuff going down the conveyor belts and being made and throwing stuff off on both sides along the path, and I'm just like, that is nuts. There's really no reason to do it other than that it was just fun, and I think he was having a good time trying out some of these different tactics. But man, like no matter where he wasn't very far away from his base in essence. However, the base didn't really do all that much. It just kind of transferred resources, which I guess is a good thing too if you want to just drop stuff off on occasion and you don't have to go all the way back to where you want, or to where it wants you to go, because that's where the base is. Now we're going to go ahead and destroy some of these rocks if we can get over these hills. You can see this is where I was telling you I slide a lot, because it is wide enough that sometimes some part of my bot is touching one hill and the other part is like stuck up in the air because it's flat on the bottom of it and doesn't quite reach. There we go. Can we kill any of these rocks? Shouldn't take this long to destroy this. It doesn't take this long to destroy like the enemy, but it takes this long to destroy the rocks before me. But we need, I think, 90 something, 80 something. I'd have to look at it again to be sure, but yeah, we needed a lot of those. Come on, get in there. A little bit more. So close. The weapons used to do about the same amount of damage as the drills. They changed that, I think, maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, somewhere around there, so that the weapons do so much more less. You could sit there and pummel it like I'm doing right here. You can see how many items or how many of those missiles are hitting that side and just not quite doing anything to it. So this is the crate that we need to pick up. Look, there's a delivery crate over there. Let's see what's in it. I do see the enemy starting to stack up out there in the distance. Oh, and there goes their little ambush. Let's see, come on, Mr. Nice Guy over here, and Dave the Nice Guy. You guys, you may have been nice, but you didn't last very long. Let's see what kind of goodies you guys gave me. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, we got some good stuff in there. Let's go ahead and put that down. The blocks that we get now, mainly what I'm using those for is recycling as well. The weapons I'm using for recycling, the wheels I'm using for recycling, but the blocks and the weapons, mainly a few of the weapons like mortars. There's a few ones like, if you look over here on the side, these little machine guns, these are the ones that I actually prefer, but these little ones over here, the gauge coil lasers, they don't really aim. You can see that these guys are aiming to the right, these guys are just aiming straight ahead. So I tend to get rid of the coil lasers and just use the machine guns because they allow me to shoot in all ranges, all angles, and hit the enemy a lot more often. Now they're not as fast, they don't They definitely don't track the enemy as well as you might like them to. But then again, they're not quite as long as the Venture Hailfire rifles. Wow, look at this. This is a turret ring. Let's check this out, since we don't really have to worry about him damaging us too much. And he's not even attacking. That is covered in mortars, 3-pound cannons, I think. And it's weird. Like, that's a weird shape to do it. But let's see if we can kill that guy out with that. Ooh, yes. Beautiful right there. Okay, let's put this down. Kind of hard to pass up getting all this free loot since he was just sitting there not doing anything. He didn't even want to attack us. It's kind of a weird little bug. It happens from time to time, but thankfully not too often. Oh, look at that. The moment I look away, the shotguns. Oh my god, the kickback on those shotguns is hilarious. I love it. Like, let's let him get right close to us again, and we'll do it. I think this is going to just annihilate him, though, to be honest. Yeah, he wasn't quite close enough. Not enough mass on him, surface area, to use the shotguns to full effect like we did the first time. You know, it hits all of the pieces at once and then just annihilates it. So let's see, we need more ore. We got another invader, so while that's going on, let's check out what we got. We got hostiles, destroy the enemy tech group. I think we'll go after that one next. How many more rocks do we do? 92 out of 200, so we still need 108 more rocks, 60 more of the shards, and 5 more of these, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Let's set that one as the current, because the other ones we just kind of, when we see them, that's when we get them. And we're about 3/5 down on our, or up, I guess I should say, on our batteries. So hopefully he doesn't have too many shield generators on there. Oh my god, we knocked a wheel off already? It's those missiles. Oh, he got eyeballs on him. Oh, this guy spent some time decorating his dude, and he's out of shields. He's out of shields, and he's going down. Get it in there. Get it in there. His calves right there in the front. Oh, yeah. Woo, baby pinata. It is raining blocks, guys. Oh, my God. I love it. That one was right on target. Oh, what just happened there? Did I put it underneath? Where did it go? Yeah, it went underneath. Dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. I want that right there. Let's put this down. Let that stuff start getting picked back up. Oh man, the craziness of the explosions have finally been perfected. When the game first came out, they messed around with everything at some point, but they used to change the explosive force on some of these bots so that when you blow them up, even when they weren't, you know, technically explosive in their own right, they didn't have a lot of you know, batteries. They didn't have a lot of, or sometimes they didn't have any of the fuel tanks. When you blew them up, they would still explode dramatically. And they had one patch where I think they upped it. Like, if you put it on a scale of like 1 to 10 nowadays on explosions, they upped it to maybe like 80 on the explosion. I'm not even like exaggerating on that one. It was so bad that when you killed an enemy, the guy would shoot stuff everywhere in the distance. Like, none of it would be anywhere close to you. And all you would see, like if you looked out to the beyond out there, you would see like just raining down way out there. And when you finally got out there, you might find 1 or 2 pieces scattered if you're lucky, and the rest of it's just gone somewhere else on the map in the far, you know, reaches of the world that you're never going to get to go to. And just 1 or 2 pieces here or there. It was really kind of disheartening, because a lot of those bots would have stuff on them you want. Like, most of the time bots do have stuff on them you want, and not to be able to get anything out of it made it was cool. Like, seeing the explosions was definitely really fun, but like it took away from the game, I think, in a way that they were just like, maybe we should dial that down a little bit. And it actually only took like a day and a half before they did another patch and dialed it down. I think they dialed it down too much after that, because then the bots, when you exploded them, just plopped their stuff right there on the ground where they died, and there was like no explosions to it. So, you know, they tweaked it, and I think they finally found the butter zone. Like, that right there, it's cool to see, and the stuff, you know, you kind of see where it's at, although most of it was destroyed. I think that's why it popped up there like that. Oh, okay, see, like that. That is good. Nice little spread. Ah, there we go. Venture license upgrade 2. So we're making some headway in this one, guys. We got a 2 block for Venture. We got those side wheels. We got the light rail. And then we got our Venture Hailfire rifle cannon, which is the one that you guys probably know by now. I absolutely love. Ooh, what is this? What on earth is this thing? Can we mount it? Player Tech. I have no idea what this thing is. What if we click on it? What does it do? Is it a recycler maybe? It's a fabricator. All right, it's a fabricator. Well, if we click on it, it should be able to fabricate. There we go. Oh, sweet. This is one that we did not have before, guys. So we're going to be able to take this back to our base, be able to make some of this. I do believe I have most of those there. Venture refinery. Yeah, we'll do it with the refinery. We could move around some stuff on that. What about this mixed stack silo? What does that do? A mix stack silo. Well, I like silos. We definitely use a lot of them. Payload terminal. We could definitely look at that one. Collector. A collector might be interesting. Venture mobile delivery cannon. All right. And a resource receiver. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here we don't have. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that is a good little thing to get. Okay, let me go ahead and put this down. I should have been doing that the whole time. That way you guys wouldn't have to wait. But let's pick up the rest of this while that is miming its time. Actually, we are completely filled up right now, guys. So we're going to have to drop this stuff off. And in fact, let me lift this up, drop it down. I like how it's nice and almost aerodynamic, even though it's a base piece. It has nothing to do with moving around, but just because it is Venture, and Venture has a lot to do with moving around and the speed and the agility that you get out of it, I guess maybe that's why they're going with it on that. Let's back it up a little bit, get that out of the way. Yeah, it's got all that. And there's an enemy over there just kind of chilling. Okay, we're going to have to change up our quest here in a second. Let's see, what did we get out of this one? Oh, we got hostiles, and it's another Venture one. So they're giving us nice and easy ones. We don't have any GSO ones, and we're so close to getting the next GSO. So I really want to find a quest that's going to give us that skill, that level up for that. But you can actually level it up just running out here like we see with the quest. Did I not make that my current? There we go. And it's over here in this direction anyway. So if we went back to base, which would be a very, very far travel. You know what? While we're out here, there's some blue shards. And these are the Celeste shards that we need. So let's come over here and get this one. And then we'll go over there and get those two over there in a second. And we might kill that guy before we do it, because we're so close to him. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it. These are actually worth quite a bit of money. So remember not to blow these away too much. You actually want to grab those. Did we run through that? Yeah, okay, so it's not actually there. Sometimes it bugs out. I want to pick all these up. Come on, come on, there you go. A little bit more? One more? Yeah, yeah. I don't know why you're taking so long to get it. Let's get this dude. Where are you at? There's two of them out there, plus the one right over there on the side. Oh my god, look at the missiles. Look how far away those things can actually track the enemy from. Put those on a helicopter. Yes, put those on a helicopter and you will be absolutely astonished just how much fun you can have with it. Remember though, you know, you're not going to get too many pieces on a helicopter because you're just not on the ground to get them. Ooh, what is this? Venture mixed stack silo. What does it mean by mixed stacked? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so can we click on it? No. Can we put items on it maybe? No, it doesn't carry items. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is on that one yet. We're definitely going to use it on our base because I like the way they look. The colors on them, the color scheme is always fantastic in these games. Let's see, any more of the blue shards? Yeah, there's actually quite a few of them out here. We need, how much was it? Was it 50? 60? Ah, they're up there right there in the top right corner. I just needed to look up there. We need 60 of those and we already got 10. This shouldn't be too hard. This one right here should give us a decent amount. Those over on the right should give us a decent amount. And those two over there, you can kind of see one right now. There's another one over there. That might be enough. I'm guessing this one will be 15. So let's use our drill so we don't destroy any of it because there's no enemies over here. Look at that. Look at how many we're getting off of this sucker right here. 30. We got 20 out of that. I thought it was going to be 15 and we got 20. So, yeah. Let's see, we're going to run this over a couple of times, make sure we pick up all those pieces. Let's go back. Come on, guys, you can do it. Get it, get it, get it. Ah, oh, come on. You know you want to. There we go. How about you? You're all by your lonesome, dude. Come on. Come on, get it. Get it. Jeez, guys. You're making me work for this. You should be able to pick it all up. Alright, they're not wanting to do it. There's a few of them on there that are a little bugged. Let's go ahead and put this down while we're kind of messing around with this. Instead of running these over, I'm just going to come out from behind it and see if we can snag them. There we go. There we go. It got one. How about you? Kind of went over after that last one. That might be the key. Instead of running them over forwards and causing them to kind of bug out because there's too many blocks above it, just come at it backwards. It's kind of a little bit of a pain, to be honest, to do that with my bot. My bot's not really meant to turn that easily, but definitely kind of comes into play. Let's grab these right here. And we're going to keep going until we run out of energy. And that's where I'll stop the episode. I'll recharge back up in between episodes, and then we'll keep going out there and seeing if we can destroy some more guys. Come on, give me that one. I'm being a little stickler with it, but I want these resources. Oh, yeah, well, maybe we shouldn't shoot at him. Let's, we only need 30 more. I'm guessing 5 off of that one, maybe? Yeah, we got 5 off of that one. Maybe more off of this one. Nope, 5 off of that one, too. So let me back it up. Go at it from the side, maybe? Sides definitely seem to have more luck. There you go. How about you? And the resource bugged out again, apparently. It's not there, but it's there. Like, it shows up on your screen, but you can't destroy it again. So it's going to give you some false hope if that's the way they stay. Over here, you think, oh, maybe there's more left. No, there's no more here. But there are some more over in the distance. So let's punch it and see if we can get over there a little quicker. And I did add some fuel tanks, only the small, little tiny fuel tanks, because I do not have access to the big GSO ones yet. The GSO ones, I actually tend to like. They're big, they take up the space of a battery, and you can't stack on top of them. But what you can do, if you're going to create a bot big enough for it, is you can put them down and then put a layer of blocks above them, then put another battery on top. Kind of like a sandwich. It's a lot of work that you have to go through to do it. In the end, is it going to be worth it for you? It's kind of a give and take relationship. The more weight you add, the more of those things you need. So I would say normally no, but if you're making a bot already that's going to be huge, then the answer will be yes, because you got to have that kind of push to be able to get through those bots. Just be able to move them up a hill, they have to have boosters. And if you're going to use boosters with a big bot, you're going to need a lot of fuel tanks. Otherwise, it's only going to last for like half a second. Oh man, those boosts are not the boosters. Those rockets, they're a little too OP. I think I would change the accuracy. If they weren't so accurate to always hit the enemy, I think they wouldn't be as powerful. Just seeing the explosions go off to the side, or, oh, you know what you could do is they could create a block in here that would interfere with the radar at the last second. So the missile would be going towards the block, the main cab, but then at the last second actually veer off because it's interfered with it. And I don't know, like you would get a little bit of a splash explosion there on the side, but you wouldn't get any of the damage towards the main part of your base. And I think that would be worth it. I think that would actually be kind of cool. You would see the explosion, so you get some of that little satisfaction of, oh yeah, I did some damage, but not completely destroying it. And you may actually do more damage to it depending on like how big the bot is and where those are spaced and where it was aiming in the first place. Because if it's aiming at like the center of the bot and it's a big bot like mine, yeah, I don't know if it would get off in time. You'd actually still do a lot. Okay, so we do not have enough here to get this one. So let's switch over to Gangland and see how far out we got to go. Now, we still got to keep going out in the same direction. So let's turn back around. And we're just looking for one more of those blue things. Just one more that isn't a false representation of something that's actually not there, which is what you see those things as. And I think there's another one out there in the distance that you might slightly be able to see. No, you can't see it anymore. And those aren't there anymore either. And we're really, really close to running out of power. But the daylight, I think, is just right around the corner. Now, if we see any thermal generators, the thermal vents, which you normally find inside the mountainous areas, then, yeah, you could definitely use those. This guy's not going to survive for more than a second. If I launch my missiles right now, let's actually look at this. I'm going to launch my missiles just a little too far. Waiting for him to get too close to me. Oh, there he goes. Oh, my God, the shotguns, dude. The shotguns. Here we go. Launch it. Oh, yes, dead on. Little Vant Duster. Oh, not much. Venture Dark Spoiler. We don't have that one, huh? All right, well, let's snag it. Let's see what else we're going to get from this. Come on, drop it already, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is that? What is this? It is a mobile delivery cannon. Wow, we're getting access to some pretty sweet stuff. Okay, let's put this down. We're going to go ahead and snag these other guys while that's being planted on the ground. And I think we're going to have to move that silo if it keeps getting stuck like that on these hills. But it should be close enough. Yeah, there we go. It's close enough to be able to snag most of this. So let's wait for it to get it. There it goes. There's the first pool. Has maybe 2 more pools. There's, yeah, you got all that stuff up there in the front that it's sucking in. Give it a second to kind of work its way through. Again, this is something that they've actually refined a whole lot better than it was in the early days. You can see if you zoom in, it kind of pulls and then pushes, almost like a pulse to see if it can get it through these items, and it's doing a fairly decent job of that. However, in the old days, the pull and the push used to be so dramatic that when you did that, when it would pull the bot or pull the pieces, if they were stuck underneath your bot, they actually lifted your bot up off of the ground. And there was one episode I remember doing over here where when I had just the right amount, it was like a fluke occurrence, but I had just the right amount completely covering the underside of my bot. And as it pulled the resources in and couldn't get, because it couldn't go through my pieces and it just had no way around it, it actually lifted me up in the air, completely and totally level. Because most of the time when it did that, it would lift you up in like one corner, and you know, part of it would get kind of flipped over, and then all the pieces would fly out from the other side, and you'd go crashing down to the earth. Let's grab those. Yeah, you'd go crashing down to the earth, and then you'd be fine again. You'd get all that stuff from underneath you. They didn't have that. They also didn't have it when you entered build mode. It shot all that stuff out from underneath you. So there's really no way of getting it out once it was down there other than naturally just kind of working its way free. Ah, it's not there anymore. Jeez. All right, these ghost images are getting me. Let's look. What else do we have? We got hostiles. Back the way we came, huh? All right, let's keep going. Oh, we got an invader. I am actually going to move myself out of range of this invader. We have almost no power, and our power, what we do have, is dwindling, so I do not think that's going to work very well for us. So we're probably going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I am going to recharge power, wait until we're ready to go, and then we will take that invader on and kill him and see what he has. I will wait until he spawns so that you guys can see what type of invader he's going to be. We haven't seen a base invader yet. I think maybe they fixed that, and we haven't seen too many Hawkeye, but that could change drastically too. As always, guys, I definitely want to thank you all for watching. I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future, so if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.